Before the Great Wall of China, before the castles of Europe, there was a kingdom in Africa that built a wall stretching over 10,000 kilometers. A city designed like the universe. A people whose heart spoke in bronze, ivory, and fire. Welcome to the lost glory of the Benin Empire. In the rich rainforest of present-day southern Nigeria, a mighty kingdom arose, Benin, not to be confused with today's Republic of Benin. This was Edo land, home of the Edo people. Around the 11th century, legendary kings known as the Ojisos ruled over the land. But everything changed when a new dynasty came into power, the Obas of Benin. Crown passed from Ojiso to Oba Yukai. Oba Yukai, believed to be descended from Oramian of Alife, became the first Oba of Benin. He wasn't just a king, he was seen as a divine being, a god among men, ruling with spiritual and political authority. To be Oba was to carry the voice of the gods. Benin City was not just any city, it was a mathematical masterpiece. Its design followed a sacred pattern, fractal geometry, where everything was circular, symmetrical, and connected. Streets led outward from the palace like the rays of the sun, symbolizing that all power flowed from the Oba. Homes, markets, shrines, and workshops were arranged in sacred symmetry. This was urban planning far ahead of its time, proving that African civilizations were scientific, artistic, and sophisticated. Benin was also a kingdom of artisans. At the heart of its greatness were the Eigeneromwen, the royal bronze casters. With a method called lost wax casting, these skilled workers created breathtaking sculptures of kings, warriors, and rituals, all in bronze. Their art captured real events, immortalized obas, and told spiritual stories. Ivory carvers and woodworkers also contributed, creating masks, staffs, and sacred emblems. These weren't just decorations, they were spiritual tools, connecting the physical and spiritual worlds. Each bronze was a book, each carving, a chapter in the soul of Benin. By the 15th century, Benin had grown wealthy through trade. Portuguese explorers arrived, shocked by the city's beauty. They saw wide roads, organized government, and a king who could rival European royalty. Benin traded palm oil, ivory, pepper, and fine artwork in exchange for guns, mirrors, and cloth. But while trade opened doors, it also brought foreign interest and danger. To protect itself, Benin constructed what many now call the Great Wall of Africa. This was no ordinary wall. It was a series of interconnected moats, ramparts, and earthworks stretching over 10,000 kilometers, longer than the Great Wall of China. The walls weren't just for defense. They marked sacred space, guided urban development, and reflected the empire's genius. Each trench dug by hand, each wall molded by vision. It wasn't just about war, it was about identity. Yet, despite its greatness, many people today don't even know this wall existed. It was covered up by time, and later, by colonial violence. In 1897, British forces invaded. Their goal: loot and conquest. Benin was burned. Thousands of its bronze artworks were stolen and taken to museums across Europe. A spiritual kingdom was reduced to ruins in days. But even in ashes, the spirit of Benin lived on, in its descendants, in its bronze legacy, and in the voices telling its story. Today, the descendants of the Oba still sit on the throne. The bronzes stolen from Benin are slowly being returned. The truth of Benin's greatness is rising again. Benin was not a myth. It was not a jungle. It was a civilization, a world power. Africa was never backward. We had kings, scientists, artists, and engineers. Benin teaches us the power of unity, planning, and cultural pride. We must tell our stories. If we don't, others will erase them. If this story moved you, then this is just the beginning. Subscribe to Tale of the Motherland, where our ancestors' voices rise again. Like, comment, and share this video to honor Africa's forgotten empires. Let the world know, we were kings before they were kings.